10 years or so, at least 10 years. I mean, you were interviewing me in 1999, right?
Right.
Okay, so that makes it actually more like 16 years. So the point is, you're still struggling to say, gee, is it real? You're still asking yourself those kind of questions. And I bring you down over and over, and I open Einstein's equation and pull it out of Gaga. You can see it, you can't dispute. But no sooner you take your eyes off it, you're back to the old ways again. When you present your Yale piece, for any number of reasons, you do not go chronological. Because, number one, you know your audience are going to have difficulty dealing with the story that came first. Even I did that in the presentation on YouTube, where when I presented the three previous accounts of creation, and I said the God, the Word of God, okay, which is what God decoded for the holy books, because people didn't really realize that's what they were saying, okay, because they say, well, God said. They didn't know that saying is a transformation process that the word materializes. They didn't see it like that. They just said God said, as if God is sitting on a stool somewhere and said, and somehow, we were doing magic and things were happening like that. No, but it's geometrically a transformation. Do you understand? A transformation of a materialization of a wave into a material, reality. And the first one, God said, let there be light. Well, the sound turned into the light waves. Do you understand? So the point is, so even I had to go with the Word of God first, and then go to the Big Bang second, and bring the one that was supposed to be first and put it in the last, which is the roaring water waves of none. Because you save the best for last, and I've seen a few brothers or sisters say, well, see, he understands what's going on, that he had to put the very first one in the last position. Do you understand? Many times we force into that kind of dynamics because of the environment, because of the audience, because of our own dynamics. Do you understand? One of the things in terms of, if you come up with something that you're not really very solid about first, you can be stuck there. So on another level, it's safer to go along with something that you can sell.
Right.
That's what I mean, first, before you build on it, okay? And even though the one you're building on is not only older or came first, but is the ultimate. You still want to warm people up. That could be part of a strategy. And that could be, but sometimes it could do damage to the other part, because then when you mix the chronology, it takes away from people's abilities to actually see a story very clearly. So anyway, so what was going on with Ambassador was one of, whereas the religion, and like I told you, what is called religion is something coined out by other people for us who were doing science. Do you understand?
Right.
Uncovering the truth, and knowing more about reality.
Right.
People like Imhotep, of course, was multidimensional in that respect, in the sciences and so on and so forth. So, but when other people come because of their inability to understand the sophistication and advanced stage of our own science, they began to treat those they don't understand, in a different manner, in an unusual manner, in terms of, for example, they either abandon them or call them all kinds of names like pseudoscience or myth or magic, or any number of ways they characterize it, and so on. So that's how religion came up. In other words, taking our science, especially the parts they don't understand, and kind of term it religion, in which case faith becomes a substitute for a rigorous proof. Okay? You believe on the basis of faith, and that's why you see them very, very superficial. They dress lavishly and nicely shaved and everything else. They look credible and all that, but it's all superficial. When it comes down to it's as superficial as their resume. Okay? A very big part of our history was a black janitor in Johns Hopkins University that conducted a heart surgery, okay, without any training, without any university training in medicine. Okay? And the surgeon, supposedly one that has a Harvard or Johns Hopkins degree in medicine, could not carry out such an operation. For us, a janitor, being in a janitor position, is superior in terms of your knowledge and intelligence to a person with a Harvard degree in medicine. That's what the brother showed. So, which is again of saying that people who are average among our people, average intelligence, are geniuses when compared to the other people.
Right.
So that is the blessing. So an attempt was made to cover those up through not only taking our religion, but what they did with our religion is, after terrorizing us, they maneuvered those religions. First of all, they divided it into two. They have a version that was practiced by the Southern Europeans, beginning with the people from Arabic called Arabs. And then, once they got into the shores of Africa, they united, they unified, all right to Asia, and build up what they call the Arab states and so on and so forth. So that's a segment, that's the one that is called Islam. And those ones began penetrating into the continent before the Northern European version, which is Christianity. And even though it started from Africa, but once they took it over, they Europeanized it, meaning they dumbed it down. It was dumbed down. And it became a mixed bag. And God, who was the center, God is always the center in the African setting. That's why they had the original vocabulary for God, Jah. Because everything is God. Because every reality is God. Do you understand? It's a piece of God. So they were serious in what they were pursuing. But for reasons that include the non-blacks' inability, lack of enough intelligence to understand what we do, the way our sciences and so on, they took advantage of that to do a few things. Take that religion and repackage it and put their image on it. But made it in two parts. fundamentally.
Mm-hmm.
From the northern Europeans, they will put a blue-eye blonde face on the main character of the religion, Jesus. The South would, even though they will claim that they are focusing God, in reality both of them are worshiping the prophets or the messenger of the religion. That explains why, or that explains why there are differences between the, apparent differences between the two religions. Because if God was their common denominator, there would be no differences. So the difference began with the prophet for each religion. That's where the difference is supposed to be. Because if they were both focusing on the same God, first of all, those prophets will be talking the same language and the focus will be on God. But the focus is diverted from God because the focus became that of the prophet. Do you understand? Do you understand that?
Yeah.
The prophets, took the place of God in effect, which becomes the basis of the differences that become so serious they begin to war among themselves. But if you go back to their beginning, their two beginnings, it was one concept, which was scientific, search of the understanding of reality. Their thing, because of their lack of understanding, ability to understand, they substitute that ability with faith. Something you can't understand, so you just believe it. You understand?
Right, absolutely.
And you try to force that belief on the people you deal with, including the people that originated it. That's how Muhammad Sani ran into difficulty today. Because he was so stubborn right from the beginning. He didn't seem to, he was talking over everybody. He didn't want anybody else to he didn't allow anybody else to deal with the so-called thing, in the stem of religion. That he said, no, leave religion out of it. He was just wrapping things that he heard and things that, he wasn't using any logic. So the dialectical dynamic is such that God must always win because God talks only one language, the absolute truth. So when you got Gothical, you talk in Gothical, you will prevail. That was the dynamics of what happened today.
Yes. But you talked about Joshua, and I really want you to talk about the Islam and Christianity, and then I'll let you go get some sleep. You look sleepy.